Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at some modeling tips on modeling this L-39 and surface modeling it. So I've gone ahead and did a lot of this already, and I'm just going to give you guys some tips here how to do this. So let's go ahead and get started here. Okay. We go ahead and turn the bodies off here. Now, these formers here, when I look at them, I can see that this through this, I don't know what letter that is, and I don't know how to pronounce these Cyrillic letters, I believe. And so this first one is going to be up here, and the second one, etc., all the way back. Now, just looking at this, I can see that I should be able to loft these, from the top here, and top here, and this should be fine. And it is fine when I went ahead and did that, because this has a nice round shape, and the top of these are round as well. And now, when it comes to this shape here, lofting from here to here, you're going to have a little strange looking, it's not going to look that great. And so what I ended up doing is just actually drawing this more rounded up here, just bringing this up, the shape up, and putting that in here. So let's take a look at that. Actually look at the sketches. And you can see right through here, turn the canvases off too. What I did is brought this up, and not so much in, like in that that former that it shows the picture of that former. So I brought this up a little more. So turn this on. And so these two shapes, turn the canvases on. So this back one pretty much just followed more of this shape. And for both of these. Which gives you a very nice looking model when you do that. And when you model this too, the top of here, try to make this top here somewhat like this, and also bring this out a little like this as well, to give you that shape that you need. As you can see. To get that. That's this shape here and this shape here. Now, from E to A, looking at this, now this has this round shape here, and these intakes here, you're going to do those later. Because the lofting from, where do we have this A to this E, it's just not going to loft correct, because this is going to try to give you this outside and loft to here. So you're going to have to cut these off, and I'll just go ahead and go ahead and sketch that for you. So this shape you should be looking for. So you have your center line here, which I'll do. Then fit point spline. And you're going to follow the shape down. Okay, so this type of shape here is what you want to sketch. So now this loft here to this will be very nice. So again, you want to leave these off here and all of this off too, because this is part of the wing here, and you'll do the wing later. Then down here, you once you leave the wing off, then this is going to follow down here, just like this over here. Bring this around here and across here. Forget about this here. This will be added later also, because trying to loft from, if you did sketch this in here, trying to loft from this to this is not going to work out right either. So your next shape will look off also. So let's go ahead and do this one also. So if you're doing this, and fit point spline. Now, if you've seen or watched the video on how I surface modeled the A4 Skyhawk, this is done the exact same way. And both shapes are very similar. And one thing you want to decide too, when doing these sketches, either you're going to use the inside line or the outside line. And what I mean by that, so if this line here, you want to make sure this whether it's outside, the lines are outside this. Then keep working those until you get exactly, inside. So like, so when you make this bigger, like I said, this line needs to be inside or outside from, either here or here. And then so when you model all your formers, then you just stick with that same thing. All of them are outside or inside of that line. So this line or this line. Or you can't put it in the center of it also. It depends on up to you. But whichever you decide to do, whether inside or out, just make sure that you model all of them using that same principle. Whether so if you use the outside like this one, when you sketch this one, this needs to be on the outside too, etc. With all of them. And the center line here that I use, that's for, because when I move this, I want this to be my center line on all of these. So when I put this on the plane, this is the center of that plane. So each one to be on the center of that plane. So when I rotate them, they all line up based off of this line. And that's what you want. Now, I didn't do more of this jet because it's just the same like every other jet that I do model. It's the same thing as far as, you know, doing the wings and the stabs back here. And I just want to show you guys the hardest part of this jet is the fuselage, getting it correct. And I wanted to show how to go ahead and do that. And the hardest part, you just have to think about this section here, lofting from here to here, because you just can't do that. And lofting from here to here, you just can't do that either. And so you have to use a little imagination, not imagination, but some careful planned sketches throughout here. So this, like I said, when I showed you how to do that, just bring all this up through here, all through here, to get you that the correct shape coming all through here. And this one as well, are alt formers. Turn off the bodies here and the canvases. And these are all the sketches that I used to get this L-39. So in my mind, it's amazing that looking at this, that this program will give you this from this. And this can look like a mess and give you such a nice rendition of a nice jet. And lofting, again, it's several areas too. Like this loft to this loft. Let's take a look at some of these. As you can see, the internals here. They give me this shape. You can see there. And there's a couple lofts in here, which it's and you can see that I lofted from here to here to get that shape of that intake. So go ahead and turn the canvases back on here. And lofting rest of this from here back here is just straightforward as well. You can loft from here to here to here. And you just have to really look at this section right here. It's right through here. And this lofting, these are fine, and lofting, these are fine. Just make sure you use guide rails and on the top. So when you put this here and this one here, et cetera, just make sure that you put these guide rails on here, like this. These on the top and the bottom, because you're going to need those to make sure it maintains the shape along the bottom. And you may have to put some, no, I didn't use any here, but you may have to put some guide rails throughout here too, because now that I think about it, and I look at this from the top, see how this dips in right here? Now what it should have done is put a guide rail along here, or this one over here. So when I loft this to this, I can pull this out just a little bit. So this will give you a nice smooth curve through here. But that's not a problem. I was looking at, when I was modeling this, I was just looking at all the hard parts and trying to figure out how to do that, because little things like that, then I would just go back and fix those little things. But that's not really much of a problem. And so, yeah. Then the transition of the wings going into here, if you guys are going to do that, I think in one of my previous videos, I showed you guys how to make this like transition from here into here. So what you'll end up doing is from the side view, you turn these bodies off and the sketches. So from this side view, as this wing goes in here like this, you're going to cut this section out right here. The outer section of this. And that outer section would be where this line is. All the way through. Then you're going to put a plane right here. A side plane. So you would just use an offset plane and move that plane over to here. And move it pretty close. Then you're going to sketch your profile of your wing on this on that plane, and then loft from the profile to this out over here. And so, like in a previous video, yeah, I showed you guys how to do that, and that's how you would do that for that. It's not hard to do. But what I'm thinking here in my next few videos, I'm going to show how to surface model a jet without the formers. And I've just showed you guys so far up to now how to model airplanes using forms in Fusion 360 and using these formers that if you can find online, formers, how to do that also. But the next thing is learning how to surface model without the formers. So you would just have the pictures of the jet. So you would have the side view, the front view, the top view, the back view, and a bottom view if you can find one. So if you have all 4 views like that, we'll look at doing that in my next videos. But yeah, so just a little primer on that. Where this is right here, A, and you look at this right here, up here. So as I look at these lines, so it looks like to me this first circle right here would be right through here. So I would put a plane right there. And then this one here, it looks like it's about right here. And I would put that plane right there too. So a plane would go right there. So I'll just do some one quick demonstration of that. So no, I'll do that later because I don't have the views in here that I need lined up and everything. So yeah, so I'll just do that in an upcoming video and show you guys how to do that. It takes some time doing it to get everything correct, but if you don't have these formers and you don't have forms that you can use here in Fusion 360, then the only other option would be is make sure you have the four views: the front, the top, side, and back. And because if you have those, then you can somewhat extrapolate these formers from those views. So yeah, so even just looking at this here is R, and so it's, when I look at this R or whatever this is will have to be the highest point on this looking at a side view. So even though this says right here, says this is where this R is going to be, there's still a highest point, which is here. So yeah. But anyway, we'll look at that in the next video. And if you want to, try to get somewhat of a head start on that, go ahead and look at my video on the, I did a UAV, I believe it's the, I'm not sure, the MQ-9 or one of the two that something like that I did on the UAV. And that's similar what I'll show you guys next, how to do one of these models like this L-39 or M339. And yeah, but anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and let you know when I post new videos and stuff like that. Also, I invite you to join my Facebook group and my Patreon site. Both are called CAD Build Fly RC. And go over there and have a look. And if you really like my channel, just go ahead and do super thanks also. And also, like I've told you in the past, I'm trying to make this my full-time job, modeling these airplanes and showing you guys how to do this and everything like that. And so if you can, join my Patreon site, support me through Patreon, support me through the super chats, all kinds of things. And the minimum thing, just subscribe. That really helps the channel. And also, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, or ask me over there on my Patreon site or my Facebook group. Again, those are CAD Build Fly RC. Go over and have a look. And hope you guys have a great weekend and upcoming week. And we'll catch you in the next video.
Subscribe for more.